You rent in Boston or around Boston. You're thinking about buying. It's 2023. All kinds of different things are going on in the market now. So what do you do? Well, stick with me and I'll give you a couple of tips about where to start. Be right back. There's a website called rentcafe.com, and I looked up Boston, and it's unbelievable how rents have changed, and they've gone up a lot. So the average rent in Boston for 811 square foot apartment is $38.94. That's unbelievable. But they're probably talking about the deep downtown area of Boston. I'm going to mention, you want to stay in Boston? Jamaica Plain and Roslindale. Now, Jamaica Plain is 15 minutes closer to downtown, but let me tell you what the rents are in Jamaica Plain. 14% lower than downtown. Average rent, $33.64. Roslindale, 21% less expensive than downtown, $3,067. If you're thinking about, I like those neighborhoods, and if I'm going to pay that kind of money, then I'm going to look to buy something. Where do you start? Well, first of all, I have something you can download with the link below. It's a booklet, it's a PDF, but it is First Time Buyer's Guide. Where do you start? Well, you start with where you are now. What do you pay for rent? What do you pay for utilities? What do you pay for parking? Add it up. Are you comfortable with that number? I'm also including a mortgage calculator. Click on that. You'll go to my website. There'll be a page. You can go in there and play around, put your rent number in and backtrack and see what you can afford to buy. Now, this isn't even with anything you'll tell a mortgage broker. To really find out what you're going to buy, what you can buy, you go to a mortgage broker, and they're going to pull up lots of numbers. They're going to ask you lots of questions. They're going to come up with a number for you before you even have everything documented. It's called a pre-approval letter, but that's a pre-qualification letter. It's useless, but it's good for you. You could just get an email what you can qualify for. If you give them all your papers, like real pay stubs, real bank statements, tax returns, they're going to come up with a letter that says you can go shopping tomorrow, and for the next 60 days, 90 days, this letter will qualify you to buy something. That's number one tip. So in December, the median house price in Boston was $799, 3.9% higher than the previous year. The median house sale price, which means 50% sold for less, 50% sold for more, was $680,000. $680,000 will buy you a nice little house, first house in the city of Boston, also in some of the neighborhoods right around Boston. For instance, Dedham, between 6 and 725, you can get a great house, a yard, easy commute, close to the highway, great shopping, really good time. It's still the city of Boston, and I have to say, the tax rate will influence things as well. I have a tax chart on my website you can download to estimate primary residence. You actually get an abatement. So as long as you live there, and say you move in March, so the following January, you can submit paperwork saying, I am the primary homeowner, I live in this house, and you will get an abatement on your taxes. It's a couple $1,000s in most cases, so it's pretty awesome. There's all kinds of tips, but we're talking about just get your feet wet. So download First Time Buyer's Guide, read up, think about what you pay now, write it down, fool around with the mortgage calculator. This is step one. If you want to know more, keep looking at the videos on my website or send me some questions. I'd be happy to help. That's this week, Boston and the Burbs. I'll see you next week. Have a great day.